Hey guys, just had a great time with my colleagues, and right now I'm just heading back home. I do have a flight to catch in next couple hours, and hopefully I should be able to make it to my flight. Super tired, and now I get to know that my flight has been delayed by 6 hours. Yeah, so yeah, I probably might work for some time. I don't know. I mean, most fucked up thing is all my chargers are also in the check-in luggage. So I really need to save the battery of everything, all the possible devices. And I don't know how am I gonna kill my time. The Wi-Fi here sucks. Been trying to connect to it. Fuck all Wi-Fi. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just tired. Super tired. My luggage, it's right here. It's all my camera equipment, my drone. It's all super heavy. I'm like really tired to carry it from here there. I just want to sleep. Alright, thanks for listening to my rant. So, I've somehow managed to kill 3 hours. I still have 3 more hours to kill. I mean, I actually killed more than 3 hours. I was just working. Now, I've discovered this really cool place at Pearson Airport, Lee's Kitchen. And as you can guess, it's my comfort food. It's basically chicken soup. That's nothing but like, I think it pretty much looks like a pho. That's one of my favorite things, and they also have dumplings. So I've gone for chicken and shrimp dumplings. So pretty excited to eat that. Just gonna turn around the camera so you can see what this restaurant is like. So yeah, there you go. And the table is a little sticky, but yeah, it's a beautiful restaurant. It's got a nice ambience. Alright, this is day one. I have finally arrived in Barbados. I'm just gonna flip around my screen for you guys to see what a beautiful place this is. It's unbelievably stunning. This is the rock beach. I've been yearning to live in a place like this. It's beautiful. It's absolutely fabulous. Just gonna go around and walk this beach. Probably now is the time to take off the mask. A lot of people actually messaged me, reached out to me, why, when, and they were really curious about this move. So the reason I thought, me being me, is trying to respond to each and every text can be really overwhelming for me.
So I thought I would just club everything into one video and answer all the questions that have been asked. So let's start off with the questions. I'm in beautiful Barbados right now. Where is it located? It's a small island in the Caribbean. Uh, and right now it's evening, the sun is set. I could show you guys around quickly. Let me just see if you guys are able to see that. Yeah, it's probably a lot overexposed. I'm not sure if you guys are able to see it, but yeah, that's what it is right now. Okay, so let's get started. Let's get to the questions. Okay, so why did I move? Why did I move to Barbados? Well, there are a couple of reasons what made me influence my decision about moving to the Caribbean. First and foremost thing is I wanted to align myself with the bigger goals that I have in my life. Uh, I really love to travel. I really love to, you know, shoot landscapes, photography, cinematography, all of those things, right? Um, so I really wanted to travel a lot more, and I felt like being in the Caribbean, it's always going to help me change my perspective about certain things in life. So that's one of the things why I'm here, why I decided to move to the Caribbean in this beautiful tiny island. So that's one of the reasons. The other reason is also because you get to meet a lot of new people over here. This is kind of a hub right now for all the digital nomads, which is where I'm also, getting towards little by little. So it's a good way to meet people, meet new friends, make new friends, and network. Basically, networking helps in all walks of life. So that's one of the reasons why I decided to move over here. Third thing, because it's also aligns with the time zone, which works out perfect for me. So there's not really a lot of overlap, or there's not really a lot of delay in terms of the time zone. So it fits perfectly, wherein I have to coordinate a lot with I would say the far east as well as the west, right? So it fits exactly where I want it to be. And the next reason why I moved to Barbados is also because of the beautiful weather it has to offer. Like they say, it's always summer somewhere in some parts of the world. So that's what it is. It's always summer over here, and although there are like occasional showers, but I'm not complaining about that. It's always beautiful. Since the time I've been here, which has been about I think more than a week. I've seen slight showers. It's more like drizzling, but it's beautiful. The weather is absolutely beautiful, and I definitely urge each one of my friends and those who are also watching this video, who probably are my acquaintances or don't even know me. I sincerely urge you guys to visit Barbados once. Of course, depending upon the situation, the COVID situation, how things pan out in the next few weeks. But it's a place worth visiting. The beaches are pristine. Absolutely, if you notice, there's nothing. It's all white sand, turquoise water, and it's just absolutely phenomenal. This place is phenomenal. And of course, learning a little bit about the history of the Caribbean islands is also something that fascinates me. Since the time I've been here, I came across, I actually learned that the Caribbean also has a little bit of cultural overlap with what India has. There are certain beautiful pages that have helped me understand a little bit about the culture over here, in terms of the food, in terms of the people, in terms of how and what they celebrate. So that's one thing. One of the things that I'm hoping to learn and really understand. The other question that I was also asked is how long I'm going to be here. Well, since this is a permanent move, I think only time is going to decide how long I'm going to be in Barbados. But yeah, I think it's only time that is going to decide for how long I get to stay. Specifically with all the dynamic situation about COVID and how. Well, the other reason also that I've moved to this beautiful place, beautiful country, is because a change of environment, right? When you have a change of environment, it also opens up a lot of possibilities about the different things that you want to do, right? It also gets your creative juices flowing, and I frankly believe being in such environment can lead to a lot of bigger things, a lot of creative stuff that could happen, and that's one of the major reasons why I have chosen to move over here. So I'm right now in Spice Town. It's in the northern part of Barbados. What I'm here is just having my lunch, and it's a beautiful view out there. This bar is also really nice. I'm just having my lunch. I think it's called Fisherman's Bar and Pub or something like that. I don't know, but I'm gonna give a link to the location, and it's a really nice place. They have really good lunch menus and stuff like that. So yeah, so there was another question that was asked, and it was basically about how did this all happen, right? Like me moving to Barbados. When I think about it, I did not even know that a country called as Barbados even existed, right? Up until like a month back, I wasn't even aware, something like this, like a country of this small size existed. I just randomly happened to, one of my favorite things or one of my favorite pastimes, to do is just scroll on Google Maps, right? And I was just randomly scrolling through Google Maps. I stumbled across this country. I was like, oh, let's spin around. And when you see it on Google Maps, it actually appears like it doesn't even appear when you're looking at it from a bird's eye view. Let's call it that. And as in a little bit you start zooming into the Caribbean region, you'll understand that it's a tiny dot. Right? So one thing that really fascinated me is about how small this country is going to be. It's an island, and if you think about it, the northern part of the country, the northernmost tip to the southernmost tip of the country, of this island, is about 40-50 kilometers, right? So to give like an analogy, for people in Pune, they probably know it's from Kothur to Lavasa. That's the distance, It spans from Kothur to Lavasa. That's the northern to the southern part of the country. So that really fascinated me, how small this island is. And I was like, okay, let's take a look at it, right? What are the possibilities about going there and exploring, moving there? And the more I saw about it, the more I learned. I absolutely loved it. There were, I started taking a look at the images, and then I also learned that, it's pretty easy to get in over here. Of course, I mean, you have to keep all the COVID protocols in mind, but it was quite relatively easy to move here, at least for the time being, right? So I let me take a shot at it. Let me pull the trigger. I mean, let's move here, see what are the options. And there's always been a desire of mine to live in a very small place. So the place that I'm living right now, it's also a village in Barbados. It's not exactly Bridgetown, it's a city. So I live somewhere a little further from Bridgetown, and it's a village, right? And it's absolutely phenomenal. This is a really good beer, Banks. I think it's quite popular in the Caribbean. There's also another beer called as Carib, that stands for Caribbean. But yeah, I've tried this one. I've tried the Stag. I think that's what it's called. I like Stag a lot more compared to this. But yeah, I mean, it just happened, right? Like, to sum things up, randomly I was just scrolling on Google Maps. I didn't have anything better to do, and I stumbled upon this country. I read a little bit about it, and I was like, okay, let's do it. What's possibly the worst that could happen, right? And plus the weather, right? Like, I probably might have mentioned this before. It's got absolutely beautiful weather. It's, I think, 28. I've never seen like the weather go above 28. It's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. And plus, something that I've also been meaning to get back into is surfing. So this country offers like really great surfing scene. So I'm still yet to explore. I think because of the holidays and Christmas and New Year's, most of the places are closed. But in the coming weeks, that's what my goal is. Go, hit the waves, ride them, and also photograph them, right? So yeah, like I said, you know, it has been like a desire to live next to, I would say, like on a small island or really close to sea, where there is like good surfing scene. So, and for those of you like who don't know, I actually learned surfing. I think that was back in 2016 or 17. So when I was backpacking across Indonesia, I had the chance to actually take surf lessons over there. It was beautiful, and one of the quite unpopular place, or you know, it's amongst surfers, it's very well known, but amongst I would say backpackers and tourists, it's not at all well known. It's called Mentawais. It's in Indonesia, again a small island, and since then, like, it has been, you know, on my list of things to do. So I thought, you know, why not choose this place? You know, great scene. It has got, it's basically got everything, you know, typical, the tropical life. All right. So I'm gonna enjoy my lunch now. It's great salads and macaroni pie. There are also a couple of things that I'd like to mention. You know, I wanted to thank a couple of people. One of the person that really helped me immensely in moving here was Jessica with a Y. I'm gonna link her Instagram in somewhere in the description below. She was really kind and she really helped me out and you know, giving me a bit of a heads up about what to expect, what not to expect, and of course helped me with a lot of other questions that I had. Second thing, I also want to thank out Invest Reality and Black Meadows Reality. They basically helped me close a deal and trying to find an apartment. The apartment I have is absolutely perfect, and not to mention my landlord too. I mean, the entire family, they're so kind and so understanding. I think that's with you know, all the people from Barbados, all the agents. You know, they are extremely kind and extremely helpful. So yeah, that's the people I want to thank for helping me move over here. Right now I'm at the Broadwalk. I hope I was able to answer all the questions that you guys had. I can see a couple of people, they are doing their barbecue. Like I said, you know, it's always summer somewhere, and yeah, hopefully I've been in a position to answer all the questions that you guys had. I'm gonna go for a run now on this Broadwalk. The weather is beautiful. The sun has just set, and I'm gonna show around what it looks like, and yeah, I'll see you guys later in the next video.